All right, Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushua Ba'ashim, Akakudash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect out there throughout the four winds of the earth who are preaching and teaching this word in truth and in sincerity. All right, to those who are, pushing this truth, man. And as it says in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, letting not the incredulity of the people trouble you. Okay, because we preach and teach something that is not of this world, man. Okay, it's like Yahushua said. He said, if I shall tell you of heavenly things, and ye believe me not, then how shall then why would you believe me if I tell you of earthly things, or something to that effect? All right, we preach and teach something that is completely contrary and not of this world. So the masses of the people are not going to they're not going to get it, and it's not meant for them to. Bro, it's the Lord's will for only a few to be chosen. And then you have people commenting on the comment boards, or we've even heard it a few times here in Phoenix on the highways and byways, that we should take a more polite approach in our teachings, and then we'd probably have some more people out here. But that's there's the point. Okay, this is not meant for all people. Okay, the scriptures say that wide is the gate and broad is the way which leadeth to destruction, and many therein be that find it. But straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. All right. And then there's one too that says many are called but few are chosen. And then this one here in Ezra that says 2nd Ezra 5. I'll start at 21. And it says, and after 7 days, so it was that the thoughts of my heart were very, very grievous unto me again, and my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again, and said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine. All right, and throughout the scriptures, men have been referred to as trees. Okay, so when it says that he beareth rule of every wood of the earth and of all the trees thereof, man, that's basically talking about like all the people. And it says that thou hast chosen the one only vine, and of all lands of the whole world thou hast chosen the one pit, and of all flowers thereof one lily. And there's another one that talks about the grape of a cluster. All right, and I've pulled that up before, man. If you go on Google and type in grape cluster and go to the images, man, you'll see what a what an actual cluster of grapes is supposed to be like, and so it really signifies that the one grape is a very, very few people. Okay, and it says, verse 25, and of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river, and of all builded cities, thou hast hollowed Zion unto thyself, and of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove, and of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep, and among all the multitudes of the people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people, whom thou lovedest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. Let's see, and it'll tell you that in Psalms. I think it's the 147th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You know, towards the end of that chapter, says that the people of Jacob are his chosen, and he hath not dealt so with any nation like he has dealt with Jacob, you know. And that's also who he gave his law, statutes, and commandments to. All right. So the Lord deals with very few, man. But let me go back to this before I go off topic. 2 Thessalonians 2. I'll start at verse. Let me start at verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And if you go into Proverbs, the first chapter, man, it talks about how they let's just get it real quick so I don't butcher how it's said. Proverbs 1:24, getting right to the point. It says, because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. So they didn't want to, as it says here in verse 29, man, they did not choose the fear of the Lord. They choose not the ways or to fear the Lord, man. All right. So, therefore, it says, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Like part of this, it says, talking about the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, man. They have a thing called the Blue Beam Project. And so they're gonna basically use that to to deceive the whole earth with power and signs, man. Okay, with all deceivableness, you know. And then that's also going to be part of the strong delusion. All right, because they're gonna see this this big white Jesus uh in the sky, man, and people are going to believe it, and the Lord is going to send them that very strong delusion. Okay, that they should believe that lie. It says that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's exactly what's going on in the earth, man. People have pleasure in unrighteousness. All right, but hey, man, but they're gonna be damned. All right, they are damned, man. All right, but those who are in the current power of the earth, hey, man, they're gonna tell you all different sorts of other things, man. Teachings and preachings of men, you know. I was to say doctrines of men, but let me get this one. In 2 John 1 and verse in 10, it says, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, uh, receive him not into your house, and and neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds. So, you know, those who are those who preach of something else, man. You know, this is why that is very important to be careful who you so like who you dang, I can't speak, who you surround yourself with. Okay, because there's a lot of lying, man, and I think there's a scripture that even talks about that they shall let me see if I can find that. Give me 1 second. Alright, man, I got it right here. 2 Timothy 3. And this entire chapter is beautiful. But I'm gonna just get right to the point here in 13. And it says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Like, see? So deceit and lies are going to increase, man. And that's truly a form. Hey, bro, it's like a tactic that the Lord is going to use, man. Okay, because He's going to use those on the left-hand side to put certain things forth to separate the sheep from the goats. Okay, there's going to be a separation between those who are righteous and those who are wicked. Okay, because it says in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, man, it says, then shall they be known who are my chosen. You know, it says, then shall they be known who are my chosen. Because certain things are going to come down upon those who truly fear the Lord. And because shit's going to happen. All right? Things are actually going to come down, man. That's why it's very, very important to gird yourself about with this armor. Like it says in Romans, I think that's 13. Yeah, I'll start at verse 11 though. It says, and that knowing the time that Now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Look, see, man, it's very, very important and crucial, really, to put on the armor of the Lord, man, to be able to withstand these days to come, man, to be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Okay, the scriptures talk about the Lord being our shield and buckler. You know, he is our protection, man. You know, there's one too that says that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. You know, and blessed is he that runneth into it, or something along those lines. But yeah, man. But with that being said, I hope and pray that this was edifying. And until the next one, I'm gonna say shalom.